If I could sum up the whole Bubba Wallace found a noose in his NASCAR garage story in only 3 words, I would say fake hate crime, because that's exactly what it is. Now, if you're not an individual with the IQ of a common household plant, when you heard this story that, oh my gosh, the only black NASCAR driver found a noose in his NASCAR garage and it's a hate crime, you'd think, Bubba Smollett, what are you doing? What are you doing in NASCAR? You know what I mean? So, come to find out, the FBI investigated this and came out and said that that noose is actually a contraption used for the garage door in NASCAR and has been there ever since at least the fall of last year. So thank you so much, Bubba Smollett, for making up this story to gain more attention for yourself. And that's exactly what it is. I want to explain to you how pandering never ever works for Black Lives Matter or these people. For instance, NASCAR got rid of the Confederate flag because of the whole Black Lives Matter issue here, the myth that there is a racial aspect of police brutality. They let Bubba Wallace make his car into a Black Lives Matter specific car, and they had something to do with putting up pride flags. So they're pandering to everybody because, let's face it, no one freaking really watches NASCAR anymore, and they've had a lot of trouble filling up their stands. So if we pander, people will come watch our races. Nay, that's not how it worked. Bubba saw this and was like, okay, they got rid of the Confederate flag, they let me deck my car out in a terrorist organization, what more can I do? A noose. That's definitely a noose there. The entire story is just so dishonest, and you guys should be appalled and you should be angry that they even flooded the timeline on Facebook and Twitter and the mainstream news with this incredibly fake story. Steven Crowder pointed out that 2/3 of all purported hate crimes end up being false. So real quick, guys, you already know I'm going to be really censored in this video about what I really think about Black Lives Matter and Bubba Wallace here. So go to libertyhangout.tv where you can catch me unfiltered, uncensored, and I don't have to hold back anymore out of fear of being canceled by big tech. Go sign up right now to see those thoughts. So before the FBI did their investigation and concluded that, guess what? Wasn't a noose. Mark Dice was ahead of the game like he usually always is, and he found from NASCAR's own footage that this has actually been on the garage door for years. This is what they do. This is what they use. So Mark Dice figured it out and exposed Bubba for lying. So usually in the case, Mark Dice was right, and let me read you NASCAR's official statement on this terrible hate crime. The FBI has completed its investigation at Talladega Superspeedway and determined that Bubba Wallace was not the target of a hate crime. Shocker. The FBI report concludes and photographic evidence confirms that the garage door pull rope fashioned like a noose had been positioned there since as early as last fall. This was obviously well before the 43 team's arrival and garage assignment. We appreciate the FBI's quick and thorough investigation and are thankful to learn that this was not an intentional racist act against Bubba. We remain steadfast in our commitment to providing a welcoming and inclusive environment for all who love racing. Very stunning and brave, NASCAR. Thank you so much. So after it had been proven that this in fact was not a hate crime like we all knew it wasn't, I started to think there's Bubba Wallace, there's Bubba Smollett, and then all of these other just totally outlandish and fake reports of hate crimes against people within the Black Lives Matter movement. And I wrote a tweet and I said, Black Lives Matter is so oppressed in this country that they have to go out of their way to make up fake hate crimes against themselves since there are barely any real ones. And I refuse to believe that in 2020, with all the pandering that even Donald Trump and conservatives do in corporate America and mainstream media, I can't shop without even having a Black Lives Matter ad pop up in my face. I don't think that this is happening. If anything, people are getting their lives destroyed for even interacting with Black people in a less than positive way. Not because they're Black, but just because they're a bad person who may have cut someone off in traffic or treated them poorly at the grocery store. All Black Lives Matter people do is have to put their phones up, film it, call them a Karen, and then their lives get ruined. So no, I don't think that there are really a lot of hate crimes happening in this country unless you're a Trump supporter or you're white. Check out what happened in Macy's. I'm gonna end this video with warning you guys once again, do not fall for the fake narrative that in 2020 Black Lives Matter supporters are just out there being so persecuted, they're so oppressed. They're not, they're fine, they're getting everything they want and a little bit more. So that's where I'm ending off with this. Just a little PSA. Go to KaitlinBennett.org, by the way. Trump is having a lot of rallies coming up, and you can go there, get a pro-Trump t-shirt, pro-Second Amendment t-shirt, pro-free speech t-shirt. I want to see you at these rallies in those t-shirts from KaitlinBennett.org. We're going to make a big compilation when we see you guys out at these rallies, and I'm so excited to finally meet you. Go to LibertyHangout.tv right now to watch Kaitlin Bennett Uncensored. Not only will you get to watch exclusive content from me, but you'll get to say you stood for the truth, you stood against radical leftism, and you stood up for America. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you want to support my work, you can become a patron at patreon.com/KaitlinBennett and receive cool perks like an autographed photo from me in the mail each month. Or you can go to KaitlinBennett.org and get up to 75% off and free shipping on supplements and merchandise to support my work and start living a healthy life. My favorite product is Turbo Force because it gives me all the energy I need to make it through a long day of doing interviews. There are tons of other health supplements you can choose from to keep your body healthy during these uncertain times. And check out the website banned.video to see uncensored content from conservative creators that have been erased from social media. When you visit libertyhangout.org/store, you are not only supporting the Liberty Hangout team, but you become part of the team. Visit right now and you can get exclusive t-shirts, hats, posters, and more that supports our work. But more importantly, supports our cause. When you purchase a shirt from the Liberty Hangout store, you become a symbol of freedom to those around you. Visit libertyhangout.org/store to get your merchandise today.